banana. Oh, banana.
So there you go. Cydia says, why did you have to go check for noise in your house? Couldn't you just check all the monitors linked to the 56 cameras on your property? Exactly. Since apparently it's well documented that I have a crazy network of security cameras throughout my entire home and apparently all outside the home too, right? That totally wasn't completely fabricated by a bunch of lying fuckwits, right? Why didn't I just go check that instead? And then I didn't even have to get up. Actually, I have that all hot wired. I'm screwing my shirt up worse. I have all that hot wired right here to my phone. I just open an app and it has 17 cameras on hand at any given moment, right? There you go. Okay, let's see what people want to talk about today that's not ridiculously stupid. What? Does it bother me the inside of my collared shirt shows? No. No, I just wanted my shirt to be even, and it's not. As you can see, like, one side's, like, higher than the other, and I'm trying to make it even. It's not working. Unless I ironed my shirts are never gonna be perfect, and I'm not gonna sit around for hours ironing my fucking shirts. So, they're just never gonna be I'm not that serious about it. It's never gonna be that good, you know? Would I say I care about my real fans on an emotional level? What I would say is, for those who are, you know, longtime fans and viewers and supporters, I care about your well-being, and I like hanging out with you. As I explained last night on the American Truck Sim stream, I don't try to present my streams as anything that they're not. Like, I want people to know that I can't be close personal friends with my viewers. It's never going to happen. I'm one person. You guys are many, hundreds on a stream, thousands overall watching what I do. There's no way that I can all be your friends. You understand? But we could definitely have this relationship where we hang out, we have fun, we have great conversation. You add to the experience of what we're doing on the streams on a daily basis, you know? I really appreciate that. So yeah, I do. Like, if right now, if I were to hear that someone who is a longtime viewer and fan is in a really bad way and having a bad time, I actually would make me feel awful, and I would feel bad for that person and hope that things get better for them. I don't just see my fans and viewers as wallets that open every time I turn on a stream, and then as soon as I'm off stream, I don't care. That's not the case at all, you know? Ha! Killdozer says, I'm thinking about opening a 401k soon, but I'm worried I'll want to use the money before I retire. Any advice? Yeah, don't worry, because if you have a 401k and you put money in it, you'll never want to take it out, because if you do, the government destroys you and takes an insane large chunk of it. I know, because ages ago I had one. When I had my office job, there was a 401k and I put money into it for a few years there. And then later on, I was strapped for cash and I needed the money desperately. And I said, oh, I have all this money sitting in the 401k. I'll take it out. I'm not kidding. They take like more than a third. I don't think it was half, but it was like more than a third. So, you know, you think you have this giant nest egg and then you need it desperately because something happens. The government's like, ha, 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 we take all your money. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is that? So, anyway, I live in the United States, Killdozer. I think you do too, right? That's a thing here. I don't know how it is in other countries, but they just destroyed me. And the thing is, I absolutely needed the money. Like, I needed it. I had no money. So I had to take it all out, and I just lost a ton of cash. What is a 401k? A 401k is a retirement investment account where you invest money into it every year, and that money gets invested in other things, stocks, bonds, and things to try to make you money. And the idea is that this money will grow in value every year. So when you retire, you have a nest egg that you can draw upon so you don't have to work anymore when you're old. That's the idea behind a 401k. Doesn't exactly work that way all the time, but that's the idea behind it. Do I recommend other kinds of investment accounts? I don't know, Killdozer, but I'll say this. The one thing that people keep trying to get me into is Bitcoin. And I'm sorry, I just don't want to touch Bitcoin. I feel like Bitcoin and just any kind of cryptocurrency, I feel like it's too volatile of a market. And the fact that for so long it's been increasing in value just makes me feel like at some point we're headed for a disaster, like crypto's going to crash. And then all these people who put everything they have in it are going to lose everything. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid and maybe I'm just stupid and ignorant. But for like, I'm not even kidding, like 7-8 years, people have been saying, put money into crypto. You know, that's going to save you. That's going to kick you. You're going to be doing amazing. But I just don't see how it could possibly keep going that way. Like everything crashes eventually. So I don't know. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm not Mr. Investment here. I'm certainly not doing a finance stream, so I couldn't help you there. Am I going to play Mega Man 11? Asked Mildcat. Well, the thing is, Mildcat, I just did Mega Man 4, 5, and half a 6. When I play Mega Man Marathon 3 at the end of August, my plan is to finish 6 and then maybe 7 and 8. Now, there's still 9, 10, and 11, right? I've played 11. Wasn't that a new one and I played it? But what I'm thinking is maybe if this next marathon does well, somewhere down the line, we will do another Mega Man marathon where we'll finish up all the classic Mega Mans. But that won't be anytime soon. That will give it after doing 2 Mega Man marathons in 1 month, there's no way we're going to do another one right away. We definitely give it some time. So, do I have a PS4 hooked up right now? No, I do not. Why not accept crypto as contributions? There's 2 major reasons I don't accept crypto. Reason number 1, it is volatile. Crypto goes up and down, up and down. Some crypto has completely crashed, while others are worth a lot. But the thing is, by accepting the crypto, you're exposing yourself to that volatility. The dollar isn't going to tank and be worth nothing. So if people tip me in dollars, I'm good. If you tip me in cryptocurrency, it could be worth nothing in a week. That's number 1. Number 2, the way it was explained to me, and I don't know, I could be wrong, is that the way that cryptocurrency is getting taxed in the United States is also volatile. And so you could make a good amount and pay one amount of tax, but then it changes with other things. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the amount you get, the type you get, if there's like thresholds where tax kicks in higher or lower. I don't know. I'm not a tax guy, right? That's what a tax attorney is for. But from what I'm to understand, it's not easy to figure out. And you want, by me doing cryptocurrency, it would just open me up to more risk than I want to be opened up to. Okay. I've already had many tax issues in my past, not paying the taxes properly, not calculating it properly because my old tax attorney was an idiot who didn't do it right. Okay. And I just don't want to open myself up to more risk. You know what I mean? Like right now, just think about this. Right now, I get YouTube contributions via super chats and memberships. On Kick, I have subs. I have a Patreon where you can pledge, and I have PayPal tips. I have so many ways. Oh, by the way, I have a merchandise shop, which I never talk about, but I do have a merchandise store, darksidephil.shop, where you can buy Dark Side Phil merch. So there's a ridiculous amount of ways, if you like my content, that you can support it. Do I really need another? Do I need crypto on top of all of that? I don't think so. And all the things that I'm receiving right now as support, I know how to qualify it as income. I know how it's taxed. I know how it all works. You see? So I don't really want to mess with it. And maybe it's a big mistake. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm being too conservative and I'm being too nervous about stuff. But I'd much rather be conservative and safe and have what I have than make a big mistake and then end up with nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? To accept all these contributions via cryptocurrency, pay a bunch of taxes on them, and then it crashes and it's worth nothing. That could happen. So I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, let's say I just said right now I'm going to accept crypto, and all of a sudden I get like $10,000 in cryptocurrency, and I don't spend it. I just leave it there. Then I have to pay taxes on $10,000, but then the crypto crashes, and then it ends up only being worth $1,000. So then I end up paying more tax than what I actually have value in the crypto. Do you see what I'm saying? There's big risk there. And I know that in general, it just keeps going up, but I feel like the bubble's going to burst, and then everyone's going to get screwed, and I don't want to be one of the people that get screwed. Yes, I literally pay taxes on everything. I literally pay taxes on every contribution that I receive. I pay tax on everything. I know, because some people are like, but isn't that a donation or isn't that a tip? So that, no, I pay taxes on every super chat, every membership, every sub, every tip, every Patreon pledge, every shirt purchased. I pay taxes on every piece of income I have. Then no one can say, you didn't pay the taxes. No, I did. So lay off. So anyway, that's why I don't mess with crypto right now. I don't want to open Pandora's box for myself. Lord knows I've had enough problems going on. That would be interesting. So someone is proposing, should someone set up a service for content creators to set up retirement accounts? Because, for example, when I was just talking about that 401k that I had, that was through my former employer. They said, hey, would you like us to automatically take a certain amount of money out of your paycheck every month, and this company will invest it in a 401k for you? I didn't do the work, they did. And then I had this investment, basically. I mean, the thing is, it exists. It exists right now. You just have to do it yourself. Like, I would have to find a company who does 401ks and say, hey, I will send you a certain amount of money every month. You invest it, and then let me know how you're doing with the investments. And this is my 401k or whatever. You don't have to do it through an employer. The advantage of doing it through an employer is a lot of employers will match contributions or give a percent. Like with my former employer, if I invested, I don't know, let's say $2,000 a year into this 401k, they matched a certain percentage of it. So they were basically investing in my retirement with me. You see, that was the advantage. Doing it yourself, no one's going to match your freaking investment, you know? That would be interesting if someone actually set it up, and then a whole bunch of content creators were like, well, we don't want to do it ourselves. You do it, and we'll pay you like a premium fee to do it. So let's say you're a streamer and you're making good money and you want to invest $5,000 a year into your 401k, but then the company makes like $500. So you actually pay $5,500, but they're making $500 a year. And then that company has a whole bunch of clients, right? They make a ton of money. Ugh. So some people are saying to me, sorry about the yawn. Some people are saying to me that my fears about Bitcoin are unwarranted. You don't get taxed until you actually withdraw from Bitcoin, or I should say crypto, not just Bitcoin, but crypto itself. So essentially what you're saying is someone could give me $10,000 in crypto, and as long as I don't withdraw it, I never get taxed on it.